We finished with dry. We've made a right mess at yard. We've filled our buildings with dust, and but we finished with it. And I think now all our corn, what's left on farm, most of it was okay, but we had to put some through that thing. But we gave it a right good wash off yesterday, and I know I can hear you saying, "Ooh, this time of year, washing it off." There'll be water sat in bearings, but what we'll do, we'll run it dry with burner going, and then give it an absolute full service, run it again, and then service it again, if you know what I mean. So we double grease them bearings, fold her all up, but you have to wash these off from time to time because all the mesh gets filled with like crud, and it'll only breathe through the top, you know what I mean, to let moisture out when the blower. So we give it a right good wash off. It's probably twice a year because if you see this meshy stuff, it fills with like dust and it can't let the hot air out, what you're blowing in. It can't let it out. So it's only a 2-hour job, and like I say, we'll give her a right good service, check her all over. There's a bearing to do on this back auger, what we've found. Phil snapped chains, been bloody over. A bit rough yesterday, what? Not chains, he snapped the wire, so we bodged that up. The bottom's in very, very good order because they can get thin, but these bigger ones, if you're buying Mecma dryers, tell you what, take my word for it, they are absolutely the dog's bollocks. The Mecma, I've looked at the others. I'll tell you what, these are built of some proper stuff. Like this dryer is 15-year-old, and look at the that bottom auger. It's still nearly as good as it was when it was new. But if you do get the smaller ones, they are built of smaller stuff, and the middle augers do wear out a bit. But no, this one, and the middle tube wears out. But the bigger ones are made of a lot heavier duty stuff. But yeah, Mecma, they're imported, firm at Doncaster sell them. Brilliant, yeah, MacArthur Agriculture, yeah. If you're after a dryer, like we bought that one, it was 10-year-old. Had it about 5 or 6 years. And we bought it trade. And it's been no fault whatsoever, apart from a few little diesel issues and that. But now there's summer. And but yeah, MacArthur Agriculture, brilliant to deal with. I'll give them a plug because they are a good firm, family firm. Yeah, this bearing, it doesn't look so bad to me. Ollie reckoned it was on its way out. Yeah, brilliant tool. This side. Let me bring it this way a little bit. We missed the bit of the top look. We never washed the bloody top. Now it's folded down. Anyway, that's work. Keep going, you're alright. Work. I'll do ya. I'm just scraping this rubble about my mate keeps bringing me, and there's a nice little pot planter here, so yeah, it'll do for Nicola's birthday, won't it? Ain't she a lucky lass? A bit more of the hole filled in. Just like to say thank you to Richard for dropping it all off. But yeah, last year on now we were digging it out. We were digging the soil out, and look at the state of it now. The hole we dug to put the hard standing in is just a lake, you know, you couldn't work in that, but I don't know. We just need some chalk now or something to cap it off, but everything's so expensive, isn't it? trying to take a bit of shit out of the yard. We had a fella come the other day and he had his best shoes on. By the time he'd pondered across the yard to have a look what he wanted to buy, he was covered in shite. That dog had jumped up in him a couple of times, so yeah, he'd probably wished he'd come in his play clothes. Yeah, it's surprising how much. I don't know whether it comes up or we bring it in, but shit for evermore this year. I sort of dug my heels in a bit when we bought that. It was Phil's idea when he came from Ian's, and well, what do I want one of them for? And we use it all the time to a point that it's about 5 years old now, and we're soon going to need some new bristles on the brush. We're a little bit tight for space, but I think they're alright. But beggars can't be choosers this year, because we brought, I mean, there's nowhere to go grass wise, they'd just make a total mess. We brought Big Fella in and a couple of his girlfriends from across the way, and the one what was in the pen with him, what drew a blank at testing time. So there's another 4 in here, and yeah, they're a bit tight on ground, but I don't think they're taking any fault. This is the lady what we had a cesarean, her calf was dead. We should have rung vet 12 hours before. She had a twisted uterus, and I can hear you professional cowmen and women saying you should cash her in, Rich, get rid of her. But when you're on small numbers like this, you know, I'm going to give her another go, because the vet said that she'd not, you know, it's a very freak accident where the calf is in a position and she gets up and it sort of all turns. It's just a freak accident why it was twisted uterus. You know, it all sort of went like that inside her. And next year it should be fine, you know. So, but the calves are growing like mad. They really are. Eating a lot of silage. They're getting a bit of creep. A little bit of a creep feeder here where they can go in by themselves and bit of respite from the rest of the herd. Occasionally we get a lot of them in there, you know, all sort of nestled down. So yeah, he stands well though in here, and he's been very, very busy. He really has. So next New Year we'll be hopefully calving in full swing. Time of year again, turning out time, but I think it'll be a couple of weeks because it's still very, very wet. Actually, it's drier than I thought, but I'm just gonna, last job Friday night before we knock off, I'm just walking around our fences to see what's what, and you know, just in case a tree's gone down or there's a big stretch to replace. But I've only just started, but so far so good. Nice dry today, unbelievable. You know, it's amazing how sort of you can get like 2 or 3 drying days in a row where it proper drying days, and it just looks a different outlook. It's unbelievable how it's dried actually. The springs are very active and they're all over the field, so they'll be like spring holes where you'd sink out of sight. You can see where spring comes up, can't you? Where it's all a lot greener. Ah, it's a way off drilling. In fact, we've bottled it up here. It's real heavy land. It's very productive if it goes in well and if you keep it clean. But this year, we've jumped on board of the SFI overwinter bird feed. You know, a few scrapings up out of the farmyard, drill it. You know, a bit of barley, bit of oats, bit of linseed, whatever you can get your hands on. 6 species, whack it in, and lay it as well, so you'll probably get another flush of blackgrass and claim £840 a hectare, so it's no brainer, innit? Where it'll be late drilling anyway up here, and if you get 2 ton of spring barley, if you're very, very lucky, you know, it's but I think in 3 years' time they'll have a different way of thinking, will the people at the top, because there'll be a lot of money left here. Oh, knackered. I don't know what you can hear because the wind is already better. But have you seen the lapwings what got up? The lapwings must be pairing up and fight. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lapwings, so they're pairing up, so they'll be destined to nest on here probably. My mission is, I'm coming over, we've got a field of wheat up here, what I've said knock it up. My uncle and my dad says, give it a chance, it might tiller. And the moment of truth, we're just about to go and have a look at it. And actually it looks a lot greener than it did when I was last here. Here. What do you do? Well, there's nothing on Headland apart from a piece of a silage feeder. It's come out at the muck, so there's nothing on Headland whatsoever. Ah, bloody hell, look at it. I mean, there's patches, there's a bit of a patch there, and there's a bit of a patch there. But you can't leave that, can you? You can't put fertiliser on that. And there's nothing in the bottom. I think it wants knocking up, I really do. I'd like to see it from above actually, get me drone and see what it looks like from above. In fact, I maybe ought to do that before I make my decision. There's nothing in the bottom whatsoever. So, yeah, poor sure. There's thousands of stones up here though, big uns, little uns, and big uns seem to make their way to the top as well, but apparently the Vale of York down there was a sea millions and millions of years ago, and the sea used to wash up onto here, and that chalk pit there, the chalk is made up of millions of years worth of seashells. And yeah, they're plain to see all these whatever they are, critters in the stones from millions or billions of years ago. So, but yeah, but big uns find their way to the top somehow. I don't know what you can hear, because bloody hell it is blowing. Yeah, but there's a monster. There's a monster over there. I think we'll have to bring a loader and dig it out, because we're just going to bust something with our machines. But yeah, Vale of York was a sea, and to be fair, most of this winter it's been pretty much a sea. Yeah, we're maybe going back in time. Dog's chasing everything it can. It will come back though, I can call it now. Willow, come on! And it will come back, but it can run 40 mile an hour, can that dog? We've had it downside at pickup, and yeah, 40 mile an hour, unbelievable, isn't it? Just gets itself sort of, its legs wide out, and it just goes like mad, don't you? You wouldn't think she's big enough to do it, but... And a hare, apparently, we've learned today, its maximum speed is 35 mile an hour, and she can gain on them, but they turn real fast, so they can zigzag at nearly flat out pace, and so which makes them a lot harder to catch for a ground or a whippet. But yeah, she can run like mad. She can run like a greyhound. Oh, it's a beautiful evening. Actually, the sun's gone in now, but sun was beaming down. Wind's dropped. In fact, I don't know where to go get spray around, go do a tank of Roundup, but we'll see what time I get back. But yeah, beautiful now. off again, look. Over there now. So it's chasing in that field. Yep, there it goes again, look. She soon gives up though. She's coming back now. It'd be interesting to see how much distance she does in a day, because bloody hell, it's bizarre. She can be in the distance over there, right? And you can be sort of pondering down here, wondering what's going on and looking. Then a minute, 2 minutes later, you look, where's dog? And you'll look round and she'll be over there. You know, she's just, look, she's over there now. Come on, Willow! Yeah, I wish I had 100th of the energy she has. Look, it's like a bullet. That's how dogs should be though. Someone said to me, someone came into, well, it wasn't. Oh, she's partial to chasing pheasants as well. Someone told me once that, you're cruel to your dogs. What do you mean? Well, you leave them out all day long and you let them paddle about on hot concrete. It was hot weather at the time, and they'll be burning their pots. And I thought, well, bloody hell, she's got life for rally, ain't she? She gets let out about 6 o'clock in the morning, sometimes earlier, and she just runs about all day long until she decides, I've had enough, and she sits in her bed, and that's it. Someone's switched her lights off, and like the distance, a lot of people's dogs nowadays get a little bit of a walk so they can have a shite, and that's their lot, isn't it? And a dog like that, in my opinion, needs tiring out, unless you do now with it. Two red kite just come to investigate what's going on. Beautiful birds they are. Whether they're, because you never saw them bloody 15 years ago, but now they're everywhere. Whether they're a problem to your gamekeepers, I don't know, but beautiful. Oh, hang on. Oh, they're two buzzards. So we've got a red kite there, look, with forked tail, and up here we've got two buzzards. They've got like a blunt tail. Oh, we've got three red kites. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 2 buzzards. Yeah, I like to see them. If you're mowing grass or bailing her out, they seem to be very keen on whether you're, you know, show them a mouse or a slug or a frog or something. Having a good look now, innit? Right, anyway, on that note, I've got a lovely field of barley here. Two fields with nice fields of barley. A little bit wet on Edlands where we paddled it a bit, but yeah, I think they'll do alright. If you like this channel, a rough hard farm in East Yorkshire, do a couple of videos a week, not too fancy. Tick and subscribe, whatever you do. Ring the bell or something. Hey, if you like them. Anyway, bye for now. I think it's G&T time, to be honest. I've had about enough. I was going to go spraying, but I think it's just got windy enough, so right, bye for now.